Alright, this is your little test here to see how you did, and we're going to do the same shape right here reflected over all of these things to see if you can get them figured out here. Okay, I want you to give them all a try. I'm going to talk about them in order, so if you'd like to just do one at a time and go do the y-axis one and then skip ahead in the video to check and see how you did, or x-axis, I'm sorry, then do the y-axis one, then do the x equals -3, the y equals 5, and then these two. You can do those separately if you want to. It would be fun. Whatever's going to help you figure this out the best. But again, quick review, x-axis right here. So you're going to have some overlapping on that first one. Y-axis right here. X equals -3. Remember, we have to think the opposite. Normally x is going like this. The line's actually going to be going like this, the opposite. Same thing here. Normally if we think of y as being up and down, now it's going to be going side to side with the x equals and the y equals. Those are the opposites. And then again, I've drawn these lines in for you. The y equals x is this vertical line. The y equals -x is this vertical line. Remember, for these, you're going to want to just flip the numbers on this one, but on this one you're going to want to flip the numbers and change the sign. Pause this video, do all of these reflections, and then come back and see how you did. Alright, I'm going to try to pull these in a different color here just to make sure that we're getting this straight here. So let's start with x-axis. Okay, this point on the x-axis, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, excuse me, let me count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4 away from the x-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side. Okay. This point, 1 away, 1 away. This point, 1 away, 1 away on the other side. This point, 1, 2 away, 1, 2 away. Okay. Now all we have to do is connect the dots, and you've got your shape. That is reflecting over the x-axis. Okay. Now remember, our original shape is the red one, so now we're going to go to the next part. Let's reflect over the y-axis. And again, this is the y-axis right here, if that helps you to draw that line in there. Okay, so I'll start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away. And then this one's going to be also 6 away because it's the same. So I'm just going to, but it's 1 underneath it, so I'm just going to draw 1 underneath it here would be fine. Now this one is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me count that one. Now we're at 9, so that is definitely 9 away. So I just need 9 away on the other side, and I've got it right there. And then again, I'm not really going to count this one because if I count down, I'm going to say it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Those 2 points are 5 apart. So if I just make them 5 apart right here, we'll be in business. And again, remember, it's just they're the mirror image of each other. So this one should be looking something like that. Alright, next one. Let's go with the x equals -3. Now this one you had to find the x equals -3 line first. Okay, and remember, x equals, it's normally side to side, opposite of it's going to be vertical. So this one is actually right here. That should have been your reflection line for that one. Okay, so let's take a shot and see how we did here. Let's see here. So it's all the way over there. So we're going to have to put it all the way. I might not even have enough room to do this one. It's possible. So this one's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to have to go 9 on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, barely. Okay. So that one's going to be there. This one's going to be just one below it, which is going to be there. Now here's the dilemma I'm running into, and you can kind of check and see how you're doing here. But this is actually going to be way too far to fit on my graph on the other side, but it should fit on your graph paper. This is 9, 10, 11, 12. So it had to be 12 away. So if you're going to count backwards, if it's at -3 right now and we go 12 that way, you should have drawn this line all the way over to -15 over here. And then this one would have also been at -15 over there, but I just can't fit it on what I want to. Next up, we've got y equals 5. Okay, and again, we need the opposite. Normally our y is going up and down. When we have these y equals, it's going to be going the other way. So our y equals 5 is going to be like that. Okay, so this is 1 away, so it needs to be 1 away on the other side. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away, so it needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away on the other side. This one is going to be 1, 2, 3 away, 1, 2, 3 away. And then my last one would be 1, 2, 3, 4 away, 1, 2, 3, 4 away. And that's just going to be our mirror image. Okay? Perfect. So we're good so far, I think, up through the y. Now we've got the last two. And I think it's probably going to be beneficial for me to get rid of everything else on here. So we've got plenty of room to get the other stuff on here. I'll just leave the red shape, because these last ones are slightly more complicated anyway. Alright, that's probably as good as she's going to get there. Okay. Let's start with the x equals y. And again, the x equals y is just flipping our coordinates around. Okay. So if this coordinate up here is 9, 4, up here it's going to be 4, 9. Okay, so 4, 9. Just flipping those coordinates. Here looks like it's 9, negative 1. So flipping that would be negative 1, 9. Okay, this is 6, 1. So flipping that around is going to be 1, 6. And then this one is 6, 2. Flipping that around is going to be 2, 6. So that is what that one should look like. Okay. Now, our last one. I'll get rid of this one for now. Now, it's going to be convenient because we don't need this line anymore, but I'll just keep it on there anyways. The y equals negative x line is this one right here. Okay, it's the one going opposite of the other one. Now, remember for these, we've already got these points written on here, so we might as well keep them on here because they should be helpful. Remember for these, we're going to actually flip the sign, and we're going to change the negatives and the positives here. So if I'm going to change this one, it's now going to be at negative 4, negative 9. Okay, I flipped the numbers and changed them from positive to negative. Did the opposite. So let's see, negative 4, and then negative 9 is going to be down here. Okay. Now if I do this one, flip the sign or flip the numbers and change the signs, the 1's going to be over here and the 9's going to be over here, but now this 1's going to be positive, but that 9's positive right there, so it's going to be negative over here. So 1 and negative 9 is going to be right there. If we take this one and I go ahead and flip them around and change the signs, this 2 is positive, it's not going to be there, but it's going to be negative. This 6 is positive, it's now going to be over there, and it's going to be negative. So we've got negative 2, negative 6. And then our last one down here, flip them around and change the symbols, negative 1, negative 6. Negative 1, negative 6. Alright, that is a run through of every type of reflection that we are going to be working with. If there are some that you don't remember or you can't figure out, you couldn't figure them out from the video, make sure you let me know or talk to somebody else. It's always nice to have your little hint sheet out, especially for these two to know how to draw your reflection lines and these two to know how to create your points.